Welcome in, everyone. This is a new series for Alchemy Factory. I'll start a new game. I need to implement quite a few new things. 2026 January play. There's quite a few different things that we need to implement this play around. A lot of it's about being a little bit more optimal with how we're doing our setup. Alright, inventory, they gave us quite a bit of gold to start. Picked up a log, start our first recipes. Let's go through the tutorial real quick. I'll put this over here, I'll delete it here a little bit later. Alright, we'll quickly get through these. Queue up the research. To be the other way around. Switch that around. Confirm one of those there. Let's get rotate that. Go ahead and split some gears here, so we will bring our belt in. I'll make some planks, make some gears. I have plenty of money to start, so I will make some more. So let's look at this. So output here for each log, you're making 30 planks a second. We'll have our belt speed at it doesn't say it there. So then these are 30 per minute belt speed. Doesn't tell us there. I think we have to look at it in research, which is, yeah, so they initially 60 per minute. So this will handle basically 2 of these without stuttering. These run at 10 per minute, so I can have up to 6 of these grinders down to balance out this input. Confirm that, copy and paste this across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll work. We'll take one off. We'll take one off to get. We want a few planks going into storage. Alright, we should have enough gears. Do our first mission. So for quite a while, I need 3 more. So for a while, I'm gonna set it up to not really sell stuff. We're just going to work on these missions. So we'll work on these missions, get our upgrades, get to the table. Alright, next mission is rope. So right now we have 50 per minute of gears coming out. So let's look at our research. Rope is quite a bit further down here. So for rope, we all have to get through flax seeds. We need a crusher. Give ourselves planters. Alright, we'll set up some crushers. Alright, need more gears. We'll take a set of these. Are they giving us daily quests yet? No. Alright. We'll buy 2 stones. I'll just do 1 crusher. Well, we can. We'll put 2 to start. These are doing, again, 20 per minute. We're doing 40 per minute across the belt, which is fine. We will want to keep some in storage. Storage is number 7. We need to flip that or transform. Keep going past it. Alright, we'll do that. Start building these up. And what else for the tutorial? They want mortar recipe. And we'll need to build some of these. Let's try to get that down before nighttime. A lot of this is going to change, so I don't need to spread out too much. But we'll put 2 of those down. They didn't give us any seeds yet. We'll go ahead and plant some seeds to make sure we have a good supply of flax coming in. So it is almost nighttime, so we will get some seeds planted. And now I think research these, so that is for the mission. Alright. That is going. Excellent. We'll get some rope going as well. So now for so these take 5 stone, and they are at the processor. So let's build. And again, our belt right now we're doing 40 per minute for those. We'll research that. And processor. Nope. I wish it gave you more information. Alright. Processor. We'll keep the outputs to the right. So for these, what do we got? So we'll set a recipe. Let's Yeah, definitely not a profitable day getting everything up and running. Alright, so that's not in the right location. I'm only going to get rocks from that first one, but let's see. I set a recipe. I guess not. Okay, 15 per minute. These are producing 20 per minute, which is fine, so that'll back up and we'll let some pass through. I'll probably end up wanting to move it, but let's get a storage box. Goes that direction. Is that in the way? I think that's in the way. That's in the way. Alright, we'll get some mortars going. Oh, that's annoying. Alright. Oh, because it's set incorrectly. Alright, let's delete. And confirm. There we go. Those are processing. Just going slow. That's 3 per minute. Alright, let's see. What do we got for quests? So we'll pin that. We need to start making some small gears. And we should have enough planks for that. Let's look for planks. Yep, we have enough planks for the carpenter quest. And we'll get a couple more logs. What's my money look like? We can buy 2 more of those. Alright. Those are still processing. Alright. Go harvest our flax, put 2 more seeds down. Yep, I'm ahead of the tutorial. Alright, so let's build a couple more plots. I need some stone for that. Let's get some stone. Alright. That doesn't seem like enough. Oh, ha. There we go. That's a lot of stone. Alright. So the quest items. Alright, so they're going to want us to build a shelf and stock some mortar. We'll do that just to get the quest out of here, but okay. So we just want to clear this quest, and then we'll turn off the shop. Alright, we'll sell those, and then I'll turn the shop off. I'm going to load this full of stone. Okay, that's backing up. That's really nice. Okay, so our output here is we have 10 of those a minute, so that's 50 a minute, and we're going to start turning those into small gears. Hey, tutorial's done. Excellent. Alright. So, he bought all of those. Can I think I just delete this, so we will delete that. That'll give me a mortar. We will close the shop. Nobody's coming in. Alright, now we need to get these down into small gears. So again, this area is running at 50 per minute. So we've got small gear research. Yeah, let's do that. We'll research large box. Those are done in the processor. So we will build a processor. We'll take them from here. Let's set the recipe, see what the timing is of these. So that can do 5 a minute. We have 50 going. We'll take, 5 a minute. Yeah, so we'll do 3 on each side, 15, 30 a minute. I think we'll need it to there. And then set those to small gears. We want the outputs to come this way. And it'll come out to a box over here. We want... what do I need? I need planks. I've got planks right here. Alright, we can scoot that one. It doesn't matter. I don't want to block the output. I guess I did set it up. So 20, 40, yeah, we'll do 40 per minute, 5 per. I'll have to add another belt there. What am I missing? I need more planks. Alright, that should start to back up. That can go there, these will come out here. And then we will build larger box once I get some gears. I'll take I'll just take a few big gears. I think actually I need small gears. I'll take some small gears off the belt. I still need more small gears. Let's set the recipes on these, get these belts going. I think there's a multi-select, but I'll just do a few of these manually. Oh, that's the one. Okay, that makes sense. Come on. There we go. Okay. Now that's backing up. Alright, let's grab a few more small gears. And I need all of the planks. Yeah. Okay. I was just looking to see how it's backing up. Rotate, go like that. There we go. Now we'll start building up some small gears. So let's double check our math here. So we got 5 running, producing 15 per minute. That's 30, 60 on this belt. I should actually... I'm gonna change. So 60 per minute. We'll go like that. And then I need to... delete that. Okay, there we go. Now each belt is running 60 a minute directly into the box. So that's evened out. 60 per minute on the gears. And then again, these are outputting 10 per minute. We have 50 there, but we're only taking in 40 here. So I have a little bit extra, which is filling this box and backing up the belts. So for now, I'm running a little bit extra to build a supply. Versus waiting for it, because if I had it perfectly evened out and I empty this box, it won't start to fill this box again. I guess technically it splits, so it would split off. Alright, so we need to do our rope. I'll do, doesn't really matter where, so this is where. For now, I'll tie. No, we'll set up a separate line. So we'll set up another line over here for rope. And this is where my last game was different. I would basically use these resources for other processes, but we'll set up a separate line for rope, and we'll start getting used to that process. So rope, we need. Basically, we need our threads. Threads take 3 of these things. Flax fibers. Flax fibers are done at the grinder. So for now, we'll set up a big box. We'll do it back here because this is where flax is at. So we'll set up a box here. We'll start loading that with all of our flax. Alright, now for belts, we'll have this coming out into grinders. Yeah, so that's at a processor. So we have a processor feeding another processor, so. Yeah, actually, sorry, those are the grinders. So we need grinders for these. Let's see what our output is. Have just enough room over here to parallelize grinders. So these will be 20 a minute, so I can do 3 of those per belt. Those are number 8. And what am I out of? I need a lot of planks. We'll grab some more logs. Alright, this is backing up nicely. Okay. So those will go to the grinders. The grinders will come to a processor, or multiple processors. I'll go like that. Alright, number 8. That one will go like that. Rotate. Excellent. So again, those flow 20 a minute, so we'll max out our current belts at 60 a minute. These will come to a processor. For now, I don't think I need to store any flax fiber, so we're not going to worry about a box on there. We're going to make this line straight into linens. And those are at the advanced processor. I don't quite have enough room. I do like the idea of having a single belt in the middle once it comes down, so yeah, we'll go ahead and I'll work on being compact here. So we'll delete those belts, and then we will build these like this, so I have room. I guess we'll have 2 belts. That's fine. I like it to be balanced. Actually, no, we'll move it in one, because I want to leave room on the outside in case I need to bring a belt around the outside, so I don't have to move everything sooner. So now these will come in. This recipe is for rope. And then, let's see, 20, it takes 20 of those, so I can have 3 on this belt, and that'll produce 30 rope on the middle, and that'll be 60 rope total once we have both sides done. So that will work perfectly. Nope, nope, nope. That's not the right recipe. I need these first. That takes 60 per minute and gives 20. Okay, so I can only have one per belt, and that'll produce 20 in the middle. And then from here, this is where I can have 3 of these. So essentially, I will not need those. Confirm. Okay. So that's good there. Now for processors, so I can have 3 of these. I did not get that quest done. I think that was just from the mortar cells. No, 240, so we had 1 quest, but yeah, not profitable today. Alright, what do I need? A lot of planks. We should have some planks going. So again, these are producing 10 per minute. Oh no, yeah, I gotta switch the recipe. This is supposed to be for linen. There we go. So now those are producing 20. So we'll have 40 here on this main belt. I could add 3 more grinders. I would have to get another belt or another box with 3 more grinders. Or wait until my belts are upgraded. So for now the belts are 60. And this belt right here is doing 40. So we can do 2 grinders, I believe is what it was. So let's do, or processors, my bad. Yeah, we can do these back. That's fine. So these will be set to our rope. Set to rope. And again, these are taking the 40 off the belt, which matches perfectly, and it'll give us 20 ropes per minute. And we'll feed these into a box. Right there. I don't necessarily need a big box. We'll do that. Rotate it around. Okay, how many ropes do we need? So we need 25 ropes, and I need 130 small gears. That will work. We'll take 200 of those, and this will build up pretty quickly. Let's see, what do we have for new quests today? So that one's pinned. I'll have that one shortly. This one I'm already good on, so let's submit that. That's a ton of money. There we go. We're making some good money now. Alright, I can finish this one as well. I just need... We'll take a stack of small gears. Small gears are over here. I'm going to need them for the next quest anyway, but we'll do the carpenter quest. This will give us stuff we're not going to use, but that's okay. Main quest, we can get that, and we can get that. So we just need a lot of rope. I need to pick up a few more big gears for that quest. I don't want all of these. I want to keep that backed up. And we should be good on rope. I do want to plant some more flaxseed. That is going to be a bottleneck. And then we'll be able to automate that later. So I don't need to go overboard with these beds here, since we'll be able to automate this later. So we'll put flax on all of those. Yeah, see, we're already like halfway through. I guess maybe the speed, what is this doing? That says 60 a minute, but it's backing up. Because the belts, I'm pretty sure, 60 per minute. Yeah, this is backing up as well. So maybe... Yeah, I'll leave it for now, but it's definitely not balanced. We'll see what some of the next quests look like. I'll have to... here, we'll do this one first, because I only have 1 day left for that. That gives me a lot of money. And then we'll get 13 more belts. I think it's 13, or sorry, not belts, 13 more of ropes. Oh no, we need, 15 now. It's 23. Yeah, now I need 15 of those. Alright, let's see why my math is off here. So so V is what we need for speeds and feeds. So the speed of this is, let's just look at all of these again. So 20 to 20 is 60. Oh, what I want to do is look at my belt speed. Belt speed is on research. Do I have research open? Do I access research? I don't think it's in there. Alright, let's look at these then. Maybe I have 120. So this was saying, what I was going off here was the initial conveyor belt speed is 60 per minute, but it almost feels like it's going faster. So these are 20 per minute, 20, 40, 60. This is supposed to be 60 per minute, but it's not taking those. And then the output's 20 per minute. That output's 20 per minute, so it's feeding the belt at 40. So this one should be taking 20, that one should be taking 20. It seems off. Let's experiment real quick. How many of these do I have? Am I done? I'm done. Alright, we'll experiment later. We've got missions to do. Excellent. Now we have sage and iron. And we'll work on healing potions. So for research, let's look at our research tree. So there's a lot of stuff going on. So now we're down here. There's quite a bit we can do. This was another mistake. This is going to be very helpful, especially for stone furnaces and the assembler. What's my money look like? We're at 10 silver. Yeah, the math here is 10 of these, or 10,000 of the copper is 10 silver. So you just basically take the decimal or the comma off for simple math there when you're comparing them. Anyway, so I have 10,000. I have plenty of silver. We'll get those researches going. We'll start prepping for some sage. So sage will be a lot like this process. So sage, obviously, we grow it and then we'll process it in the grinder. Does it give us timing here? I guess it's 1 to 1. I don't know. It gives us 1 every 3 seconds. I think that's what that's saying. Well, let's take a look at this, because this is done in the grinder. 1 every 3 seconds. Oh, yeah. See, I'm already out. Alright. That's probably fine. Let's start. What do I got for stone? I should have enough stone. We'll do... This one's going to be smaller, so we'll just do two plots for sage. Yeah, leave gap back there. We'll go get a couple of sage seeds. I'll go ahead and get some flax seeds. So that's giving me a sage prompt, so we'll leave those at sage. Okay, now to start prepping for sage, we'll basically copy most of what we have here, and maybe these as well, because I think these Nope, those are different. Okay. So we'll copy everything back here. What is that? Blueprints. B. Nope. There's probably faster ways, but this will be good. So copy that. And I'm missing, so we'll save this as a blueprint so I don't have to come back. This is Sage. Start. Temp. And you can change these. Okay, so I need a whole bunch of planks. Let's empty that out. We'll plant our flax, load this up. Restore last blueprint. That's handy. Okay. We'll put that down. We'll put down. Oh, I don't have sage yet. That's growing. So once it comes out of the grinder, let's start to research that. So now we need an assembler, and then I think we have to do another setup. So what else do we need? We need. These are good. No, they're not goods. Oh, the stats. Interesting. That's a cool page. We'll have to come check that out later. Oh, that's because I was researching it. Okay, so at the assembler, we do need flax fiber. So what I think I'm going to do is we'll take... Yeah, because I'm not going to need all of this rope. So we'll take this assembly... Start. Actually, let's cut this off. No, this is where I need to isolate my systems, right? So to shut this off, I take all of this out, and then I'm going to load up another system here. So let me change this box. So we'll have one box for sage, one box for flax. So I like that idea. We shall cut this out. And hey, look at that, it turned it up right for me, so that will give me sage, or flax and sage, so that'll be my linen, and the other side will be sage once it's ready, and then these will go into the assembler. Excellent. Okay. So for now, yeah, we'll see. I may want multiple of these. We'll start with one. I'll put it over here. So this can take 60 of those and 60 of those. So I think that's what I'm producing, right? 20, 40, 60. 20, 40, 60. Okay. I'm just trying to think if there's a more optimal way to scale this, if I wanted to scale this up more later, or make it more compact. I could put the assembler up there, rotate the belts around. Okay. Yeah, let me see, can I put the assembler up there? I can build on those. Okay. So we could do this. But I would need... Oh, that box is 3 wide. Ooh, very cool. Okay. Yeah, let's try this out. I like practicing compact ideas. So we'll put that there. We'll need to flip those belts around. So we'll go into X to delete those. Confirm. We'll delete these belts over here. Confirm. We will need to move all of this, so let me go into B. Okay. This is going to give me the flax, but that's okay. Let's confirm. Let's Save as blueprint. Okay, so this will be health potion. HEALT, health potion. I forgot what the output was. I'll label it later. 30. I don't think it's 30 per minute. It might be 10 per minute. And I'm missing pieces. But what I want to do is... yeah, we'll go ahead and just make another one. And let's exit out of that. Okay. Last blueprint. So I need small gears, which are in here. Alright, we'll put these over here. Last blueprint, restore. Okay. So, yeah. Missing a few pieces, but I'm gonna leave, I do want to leave a little bit of space back there for the output. I don't have lab stands, but that's okay. I have an idea for... yeah. Okay. I think I do want to rotate it, because I think it's going to be a little bit easier to access those boxes from this side. So we'll put it there like that, and then now these will go here. Oh, alright, let's see what we have. So that was good. Made a lot of profit that day. 11,000 income, 3,000 expense basically, so it's a really good profit. Alright, these are all ready to go, but I'm not quite ready. Alright, we'll finish this up real quick. I need 2 of these. Alright, this is my first time putting one of these down, so I need to rotate. Nope, so we want that to come in there. Nope, so when I was watching people online, it was quite a bit different. Alright. Oh man, I was muted. Okay, so apologies, I was muted there for the last couple of minutes. So these towers, how you make these towers is, for people that are figuring this out, the bottom gets clicked in with the first click, and then the top comes in after. So I'm going to rotate the bottom where that bottom arrow is. In this case, I need it to come out on the bottom. So transform. So the T is for transform. Now I'll click the bottom in place. I'll move my mouse to adjust this. So basically where I'm looking. Now I want to tie that in for that. And we'll take the output. That's our storage box. So let me make a new blueprint. So this is pretty compact. So basically it doesn't matter which side I use. Because on one side we'll get one side, basically each side will produce each ingredient. So one side will produce sage powder, one side will produce flax fiber. Right, you can see there in the recipe, those are both crafted at grinders on the ground. This takes in 60 per minute of each. Each of those grinders takes in 60. Alright. I'm going to load these up real quick and then I'll show you kind of what it looks like. So one side will be flax, and then the other side will be sage. And I have some extra flax over here. I'm going to clear these belts off essentially. Oh, maybe I can't quite clear it off. Alright, I clear off most of it. That side is sage, so I got plenty of, that side is flax. See, so that's all working now. And we should start to see some of these come off the back end. Let's make sure this is working. There we go, there's a nice conveyor. And we've got our potions coming out. And that'll be our first one. Excellent, very good. So I can basically scale this up by just making multiple of these. So this is pretty nice and compact. So let's see, our output of this is 10 per minute. So let's do a switch modes. Okay. I don't know, that's being weird. I'll just go through and select everything. Confirm. Alright, so we will save this as 10 per minute. And this is healing potions. Excellent. Go ahead and label it, and we can clear out all of this now. So it's like a interesting highlighter. Okay, demolish all of that. I should have seeds already. Oh, no seeds. All right, let's grab some seeds, and then we'll check the box, see what kind of missions we have. What can we complete today? So we'll have this one. Oh, that one we can do. We should have mortars. There's no time limit on these, so I'll pin this though to give me an idea. So we'll start working towards iron, and I want to get this for our main quest line. So we need mortars and some stone. Mortar should be here. Alright, we're gonna have to get some more rock. Limestone. I'll do 4 of those. I feel like a couple more are going to come up. It's a lot of money though, I probably shouldn't have bought 4 of those. I got 25 of those. And we need... I guess the other thing I can do... No, we'll need all this stone. I need 120 anyway. Okay. I was thinking whether I take some extra stone and load it directly into the processor, but... Oh, I need to plant these. Yeah, sage on this side, flax over here. Excellent. Okay, so I'm not going to load this up with sage unless I need rope or... Yeah, right now really this is just to produce rope over here. It's just a high throughput rope processor. But I think I may not scale this up for now. We get advanced processors later, we can speed up the belts. Eventually we'll get some research. So for now, I just want to get the main quest line going. And we need 100 for that. But I don't want to ramp up too fast. I can wait a little bit. Yeah, we're already a third of the way there. Let's see what our supply looks like. How fast are we chewing through these materials? That one I knew we had a lot of. This one, we're almost through sage. Sage is going to be a bottleneck. I may go ahead and plant 2 extra sage planters. We'll just do 2 of those until we get fertilizer and some of the other advanced stuff. Sage. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Need to keep an eye on that. We're at 1,500. Yeah, that's going to be good. Eventually this will back up. Okay, I got some extra fiber, some extra of these. We can throw these in. Yeah, we'll back up the fiber side. That takes 5 at a time. Yep. Overload the system a little bit. Back up the fiber. Alright, there we go. Alright, got those out of the system. Let's clean up the inventory, the rearrange. Yeah, there we go. I like that button. Iron. Oh yeah, they did give me iron. Alright, let's do some research. What is that? Z. Alright. I already got the stone furnace. Oh man, that's a lot of gold. Yeah, we're not going to do these. I'm going to skip those because I know there's a cannon later. The cannon is much more versatile once you get the cannon. But this is also important. So yeah, that was the thing I didn't do on my first playthrough. These are really important for organizing your belts, being able to have belts run on top of each other. Yeah, they don't really give you good explanations, but this is really used to stack your belts on top of each other, as well as other stuff. Yeah, we'll start the research on that. I gotta make money on nails, because I feel like if they're asking for it here, I feel like the next request is gonna ask for it. Okay, we're not processing any wood. I almost wonder if I should turn these off. Alright, Okay, so now we're going to start getting some extra stone. Let's split that down. And then I can throw some extra stone in here. Maybe add another processor. Just to, and I'll load it up manually. Okay, we still have 173, yeah, so there's still just need 120 plus a little, 43 extra, so I can load these up manually. We'll just get a little bit extra coming out, try to finish. Okay, there we go. I got enough for that. Let's make some money today. There we go, 3,000. We are rich again for this level of the game. We are rich. Okay, since we are rich, we'll start working on these. Okay, let's start up our iron production. So this, okay, I can get rid of this table. We'll keep building on the ground. I'm going to leave this area open, so I don't think this takes up a ton of space. I do need some planks and wood, actually, so this is one of those things where I should just build my own plank producer for burning wood. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm gonna, yeah, indecisive. Alright, So I want wood to come in the back. I'm going to leave a little bit of space. Again, we're going to start small. I don't want to go overboard. Don't have a lot of money. And then we want the output of that to come on this side. For now, we will manually load it. And then for wood production, because I believe I can load it with a few to get started. Yeah, so this will take wood. It burns it very fast. Eventually we can get better fuel sources. So where do we look at that, right? So we'll look at raw materials, fuel. So this one is pretty low, just 20p, but we'll put our own wood production in here for this. So I want the wood to come out the other way. Do that, and then I need to lift it up. Here, let's do the, oh, this is probably not going to be profitable. Yeah, not profitable. We spent 1,700 more. Alright, let's go do our seeds. It's the start of a, I may have been able to time these to, we don't need any flax right now. Flax is basically full. But I will load that up with sage. Do I want to process this or just store it? I'm going to store it. I'm going to leave it in my inventory for now. Yeah, we're not quite there yet. We only have 60 out of 100. Alright, let's see what our daily quest is. Or random quest of the day. Alright, so nails is very important right now. Yep. So we should have plenty of rope. And then really we just need to get nails going. So for nails, where am I doing that? Over here. Alright, so we'll load these up with logs. Let's get our output here. How do I pen this to, I think I can just drag it down here. Yeah, excellent. Okay. Big box, little box. That's fine. Okay. I should have lab stands. Lab stands? Oh, that's that one. Okay. But this one is important. We'll put that right there next to 5. I'll put wood boxes down there. Okay. Alright, so we're doing number 3. And I want my output to go into a storage box over there. Click 1, come up 2, that'll go there. I don't know if it'll fix itself or not, but okay. So I'll put one storage box in here. Number 2. No, let's do a number 1 box. A little bit of buffer for iron. I don't want a lot of iron. Alright, we're already out of fuel. So let's get this side going. 3. This is going to transform. We want that. And that's already lined up perfectly. And now I'm stuck. Okay. Number 6 is my belts. Belts will come in. Alright, let's load up some wood. I need to get some iron going. I can always manually prep. What's my money look like? Okay. I'll fully load this up. So this again, if my belts are really doing 60 a minute, this is loading up that belt fully. So it might back up once it loads up the furnace, but the furnace, no, it does, yeah, it does load it up. So that's completely full. There's no, you know, those come in perfectly. Look at that, just pops right in. Bam. I guess it does pause. Bam. Okay. Anyway. Alright, we've got that going now. Oh, wrong button. And there's a crouch button. So we've got some ingots coming out, which is awesome. Now for nails, we need a processor. And we'll basically get 3 of those every 12 seconds. So what's that, 15 a minute times 5? Yeah, 15. So that should be 15 a minute. Alright, let's get a processor out. So right now this is producing 10 per minute. Again, I didn't really build this for scaling. This is all 1 unit. You know, the belt is maxed out. Yeah, it's backing up already, so I really don't need... Yeah, this is processing much less, so I really don't need all of this extra. So we'll go ahead and take this. Let's take the logs. I'll take the logs off for now. Most likely, oh yeah, these things are expensive. We're just gonna have the one here. That's enough logs coming in to feed it. I guess it doesn't hurt. I'll just leave those loaded up. That just means I don't have to load it up later. Okay, let's get some nails going. So for nails, wrong button. Alright, nails, we need processor. And this, let's do, where do I want to go? I want to, yeah, everything's linear in this direction. We'll go 1 here for now. We'll manually load this up, get it going. Okay, so that takes 5 a minute. This produces 10 a minute, so I could have 2 processors going. So we will go ahead and build another processor. Make this nice and balanced. And really I should flip this all around, because my final output, I'll just go like this for now. No, I could lift it up maybe. I'll go like this. And then what I'm going to do, because I need a lot of nails, so I'm going to put a big box on top of this little box. Actually, that's going to be a conveyor there. So let's build, oh, I put it in my hotbar. Let's build number 2. Oh, I need a little stand, huh? Yeah, I need a little stand, so we'll do number 9, number 10. Oh yeah, I was doing it correctly. No, yep, alright. Big box. Flip it around. And then we need a conveyor, number 3. We want that to go in there. Excellent. Alright, now we've got nails coming in. Actually, I like that. Okay. So both of my intermediates are there. So I've got ingots and I've got nails coming in. And I need this. This is backed up because I don't have a belt. There we go. And I need a recipe. That's also okay. So that's 30 per minute. That's perfect. So really, I don't need this extra wood over here. This is extra, but so maybe for a blueprint, I just save this, and this right now is my nail output. How many nails do I need? I need 20 ingots, 60 nails. So let's take, I just need 1 more ingot. There we go. And it'll be quite a few nails. Oh, did I plant? I don't have any seeds. I need sage. I forgot to buy some when I was checking out my stuff. Yeah, we'll just do 2. Those are expensive. I don't have a lot of money. I want to spend the rest of my money. All I have is sage. Because, yeah, our inventory here, I still have flax. Yeah, I'm still low on sage, so if I remember to get these done before tonight, 8 minutes. 3, 2. Oh, it's like 8 hours, but 8 minutes in the game. Every minute's like an hour. Okay. Alright, let's look at missions. Oh yeah, rope and... oh man, a whole bunch of nails. Alright, let's grab some rope. Rope's over here. I don't need all of that. Let's see. How much rope do I need? I need 25. Okay. So I've got enough rope. Now I just need a whole bunch of nails, and I probably have enough healing potions for my main quest. Oh yeah. We are doing good there. Let's get the main quest. That's a lot of money. Again, that 15 silver is like 15,000 copper, so that's like 18,000. Whoa, we are so rich. This, I believe, lets us buy stuff, so we can basically automate our buying process. That automates the selling, or, if we have the shop open. But I don't want to deal with... this helps me, so I don't have to check people out. But I'll add that later. And I think it'll be a while before we use red currant seeds. But we can take a look. Yeah, pretty straightforward. These definitely take longer to grow. I think, let's look at our research. Research is Z. Oh, yeah, we're going to do that. We got plenty of money. We'll research that now, because this will start giving us upgrades. So that's exactly what I wanted. I could have got that a little bit sooner, but that's okay. I think it's going to start asking for this stuff down here. That's our purchasing portal. Okay, let's go build a workbench real quick. Oh, missions. Doughy. Alright. So then now, yeah, vitality. It's going to be a while before we get to vitality. But this one, we'll be able to get this pretty soon. But this one's going to be big. We still have 2 days. We're almost getting this done the same day, which is awesome. Alright. Nails. Let's see how nails is doing. Oh yeah, we are ready for nails. Let's make some money before the end of the day. This is going to be a hugely profitable day. Those are not done yet. Alright, let's grab some more seed and make use of the clock here. It's about to... Now that we have some money, we'll go ahead and give us some extra seed for the next harvest. So flax is down here. And sage. Do I want to buy another smelter? I probably will need one. Let's go ahead and bite the bullet. We'll buy that today. Because those are expensive. Whew. I think I can load it up. Yeah, it lets you load up 3 as well. Okay. I could start... Yeah, we're closed, bud. Go away. Alright. How much are those worth? 85? Yeah. That's not really worth the hassle of me trying to get them into the shop. We're just going to keep doing the main missions until I can automate more of this process. Oh yeah, we're building a work table. Let's do that. I need to get some research done. So, along with daily quests, this is going to be the most important thing for us to get this going. And we'll probably cut it off here. So once I get this up, this will be the end of this first episode. Yeah. yeah, edited down. This will be the end of our first episode, and next episode we'll continue on doing our upgrades. But let's get this bench built. What do I need? I need planks. I got nails, so I need rope and 20 rope. We'll split that down. Okay. And planks. We'll add some more wood to the table as well, but I'll do that between episodes here. So let's build this. We'll take a quick look at what's on here. Yeah, so this is going to be great. First thing, next episode, we will dive into these. We'll get some upgrades. Yeah. Excellent. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care.